15 miles southwest of Berlin, on the outskirts of the Brandenburg capital of Potsdam, lies one of the oldest movie studios in the world, Studio Babelsberg. In 1912, a glass studio was erected next to an old artificial flower factory, transforming an abandoned lot into the Center for Silent Film Production in Germany. By 1926, Babelsberg had expanded beyond the original glass studio and adjacent factory space to become a full-fledged motion picture backlot. Fritz Lang's Metropolis filmed here, as did Joseph von Sternberg's Blue Angel, starring a then-unknown Marlene Dietrich. After a century of high times and hard times, and 3,000 productions later, Babelsberg has grown into one of the biggest motion picture facilities in Europe and shows no signs of stopping.
Right now we are here in this very small building. So this is a Marlene Dietrich stage. You can see here how big it is.
The Marlene Dietrich stage was built in 1926 for Metropolis on Fritz Lang. In the beginning it was one huge stage, and then they made 3 stages out of it, and till now it's used. But the last films we shot there were The Ghostwriter, Roman Polanski, and Inglourious Basterds, Quentin Tarantino, and Three Musketeers, our first 3D production here at Babelsberg with Orlando Bloom and Christoph Waltz, Mila Jovovich. And right now we are in pre-production of Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters in the Marlene Dietrich stage. So it's our most famous stage. You want to go inside?
Yeah, let's check it out.
So we are in the famous Marlene Dietrich stage here.
The script yet.
Oh. This is the original wood ceiling, still out of the 20s. For the filmmakers, for the creative filmmakers, you don't need these state-of-the-art computer stages they are building worldwide right now. Our experience is that when all these filmmakers like Tarantino or Polanski or other creative people came here, working here, they said, okay, I can feel the spirit and of filmmaking here, and this is what gave me maybe power after 18 hours shooting a film. So when Quentin Tarantino came here the first day, he was visiting Babelsberg, the first thing he did, he was touching the walls, like, oh my God, this is the stage where Murnau and Fritz Lang and all these great filmmakers. So Alfred Hitchcock was here when he was 20 years old. Working as an assistant, and this is what they feel here when they work in Babelsberg, and this is for us, of course, very great, a great honor to have this tradition.
The studio pays homage to that tradition by naming all the streets on the backlot after the filmmakers who called Babelsberg their home.
Okay. So we are in the smaller prop department right now, or the smaller props rental department. So what we have here, we have over 1 million props at all. So with these 1 million, we are one of the biggest prop rental departments in Europe. And so mainly, or the focus is historical production design or set design. And the most, many of these props came out of the DDR times. So before the wall came down in 1999, it was the DIFA studios here. It was the center of film production in the DDR. So it was a communist system, so everything was centered here in Babelsberg, and the Studio Babelsberg was then called the DIFA Studio Babelsberg. So, and this is still our prop department, and also our custom department, and still most of all these items were out of these times. So we have everything, nothing we don't have. So these are really original telephones from the DDR times and from the headquarters of the Stasi, Staatssicherheit. It was a security ministry in the DDR of the communist regime.
Ist das eine Lampe? Das ist eine Hängelampe für die Straße, für die Berliner Straße. Da sind 2 Ausleger da hängen.
This is a book from The Ghostwriter. We produced 2009 for Roman Polanski, and the story is that the ghostwriter is writing the story of the ex-Premier Minister in the UK, played by Pierce Brosnan. So, and after they released the movie, or while they released the movie, they were asking, "Do you play Tony Blair?" And this movie said, "No, I'm not playing Tony Blair. It's just a story. It's a book. It's not real." And so we organized 500 of these books when they presented the book in a bookstore, and Mr. Polanski wanted to have these books, 500 of these. So we are here in the costume studio of Babelsberg. We have over 250,000 costumes. Here again, the same as in the prop department. Most of these costumes were out of the DDR times, of the DIFA times, before 1990. But right now we are working on it to modernize the costume department here with this current clothes you're wearing today here on the streets. Our production service department, they can work global in all Europe. We have a team right now in Amsterdam on a movie. We had a film shot in Paris with the Babelsberg crew. So we are very flexible in making movies. But for us, of course, it's important to fill our studios and stages here at Babelsberg. So this is a new film lot over here. It's a formerly DDR train fabrication over here. And this is a Rose Theatre or Globe Theatre in London, the 16th century, and this was the Emmerich backlot.
Ja, aber weniger, weil das meiste ist ja vorgebaut und bringt es jetzt raus an die Pampa. Okay.
So welcome to the Globe Theatre.
It's beautiful.
It is. In fact, it's probably more original than the original.
Yeah.
Berliner Straße is the studio's most versatile outdoor set, designed to resemble almost any European city from the 1920s to the 1950s. This street corner used to be home to a grand movie theater. The future looks bright for Babelsberg as it prepares to pass the 100-year mark in 2012. The international community has been invited to celebrate the centennial as one of the highlights of next year's 62nd annual Berlin International Film Festival.
We are planning right now several activities for this anniversary, and there are more things we are planning right now, like a documentary. We're doing a book, 100 Years Studio Babelsberg. And we're looking forward to it and to celebrate with all the international filmmakers next year. So come and visit Berlin Film Festival. Okay.